Hey YouTube, it's Mandak coming at you with a video. Let me flip this over. Alright, so today I thought I'd do a different type of video, guys, and it's my first Lego set review here on the channel. For anyone who isn't familiar or doesn't know, I'm a huge Lego fan, so obviously, I collect the sets, and obviously now since I'm older, Legos become more expensive. So I've been only collecting stuff that I really enjoy and really like to build. Mostly Marvel and Star Wars sets. Excuse me, but every once in a while I'll splurge and get a set this big, and I gotta say, this set I actually bought because I got my tax return money. So I normally don't spend money like this on a Lego set, but especially since it was Iron Man and I got my tax return money, I figured let's just splurge for once and go buy a Lego set. So let me just do a little bit of adjusting here real quick. You'll have to excuse the impromptu set here, but obviously all this stuff will get better as we go along, but today I thought I'd show you guys the Lego Hulkbuster set. It's like the collector's edition. So obviously Lego came out with a bunch of smaller Hulkbuster sets back in 2015 with the release of Avengers Age of Ultron, and then also with the release of Infinity War, which featured an upgraded version. And those were kind of scaled down to minifigure scale, so they weren't as detailed as these ones were. Obviously not as expensive either, but they released this version, I guess, about a year or so ago, and this is like the collector's edition version of the Hulkbuster from the Age of Ultron movie. So this is from the second movie of Avengers, and yeah, I figured I'd do a review on it. So just some quick notes on here. Let's look at here. The Lego set number is 76105. Retail price here in America is 120 bucks. I actually bought it down in Delaware, so I paid 120 bucks even for it, which is great because up here in Pennsylvania I'd be paying an extra like $8 or whatever for tax. So really great. This is everything you get in the set. Here's the instruction manual, so you can see here as I'm holding it up by the set. It's a pretty big instruction manual, pretty well designed too. I have to say too, this is the most expensive Lego set I bought with my own money. It's not the most expensive Lego set I own. I actually own the Lego Death Star diorama set that came out. I actually got that as a gift for my graduation from high school. So that's the most expensive set I own, but not the most expensive set I bought. So again, you can see here the instruction manual. I would say a pretty decent build. Nothing too crazy here. It's pretty symmetrical. You build the body first, and then you build the legs, and then you build the arms. So it's pretty repetitive, and then you build the base, and then you're done. So we'll go over it in detail as we go along here. One other thing you get with this set, and I guess they throw it in with all these other sets now, is the new brick separators. So the old ones had like the green ones, and they redesigned this one, I think, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years ago. So cool to have these. I have like 5 or 6 of these now at this point. But yeah, so if you want a brick separator, here you go. Alright, so what's the best way to tackle this? I guess I'll start off with the minifigure that you get in this set. You get one minifigure, and that is, let's see how this camera looks focused up on this guy. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here you get the Iron Man Mark 43 armor, which is an exclusive armor for this set. A little weird that there's no face underneath. It's just a clear headpiece headpiece there. But you can see here the armor is really cool design. They put a lot of detail into this, obviously, since this is an exclusive minifigure for this set. So pretty cool. There's the back. Standard Iron Man helmet, nothing too crazy. Got a little bit of detailing going on the top of the head. I'm trying to figure out where this was in the movie. I don't know if this was, I think this was the suit he wore. Yeah, this is definitely the suit he wore when he was fighting, what do you call it? When he was fighting on, like, in Wakanda with the Avengers, I think. I think this is what that armor. You see here it comes with a little stand that's just made out of a piece, and then you got the Mark 43 thing on the bottom. So you get one minifigure, pretty cool. Let's go through some of these other accessories. So you get the main build here. You also get, hi Kermit the Frog. Thank you for joining in on my live video here of the review. So you get some other things here. You get this little tiny, I don't know, looks like a car or something. So pretty cool. I don't know what this is really from, but it's really simple build, nothing too crazy. I don't know what this is from really. So you get the main build, you get these platforms here, and you get this nice little detail plate here that has a bunch of stuff on it. You get a fire extinguisher, pretty cool build. Everything that's like has detail on here like that's a sticker. A little disappointing, but what are you gonna do? So fire extinguisher. This thing, I'm not sure what this is. Someone can tell me in the comments maybe. It looks like some sort of thruster or something, or like maybe an extension of the Veronica thing. So how long did it take me to build this? I didn't build it all at once. It took me about 2 sessions because I built the body and then I got tired and went to sleep. I think overall time probably about 3 hours, just because of how long it took me to get through the legs and the arms. It's a pretty lengthy build. There's a lot of little pieces in it. Yeah, Veronica. So yeah, so this is just a little thing here, I guess. And then you get, let me see if I can take this off without knocking over my camera. Boo. Here you go. So there's 2 different arms that you can use. So this is the jackhammer arm that he used when he was trying to beat the shit out of the Hulk and tell him to go to sleep. So you can see here it has a little bit of action. You can't really see how to do this on the camera. It's a little hard to do. But, oh shoot. Yeah, so you can see there, that's how you work that. So you can take one of those arms off and put this on. I don't think it matters which arm you put it on, but that's a pretty cool little feature. I have it sitting on the crane there. So pretty cool little piece here. And then you have, a little platform. And all these platforms can actually be rearranged and put in different spots around the model. There's like a few different areas you can put them at. So I just put them where the instructions told me to put them because I'm a conformist. But yeah, so you get a little thing here to put that car on, whatever you want to do. And then you get these 2 arms, which are pretty cool. I'll just detach them real quick. Detach one of them. They're the same build. So pretty simple build here, nothing too fancy. Pretty good detailing. So let me just take off the main event here, and I'll show you a little bit more up close with the data plate. So you can see here you have some stuff, and Lego obviously isn't going to write like really in-depth stuff, and I don't think they would want to, but you can just see here armor class. Special Iron Man suit, extra heavy duty modular armor, 24 feet high, multiple repulsors, add-ons from Veronica, and then you have the super durability, super strength, arc reactor. One thing to note, and I think it's probably because Lego's based out of Denmark, is armor is spelled A-R-M-O-U-R instead of A-R-M-O-R like in America. So I'm guessing that's probably because English. In Europe, they kind of spell that stuff differently over there, I guess. But nonetheless, pretty cool sticker. Was a little bit of a pain getting on because, obviously you want to avoid getting bubbles. But I think I did a pretty good job placing it on there without screwing it up. You can see here you got some two bigger plates and then some smaller plates on the side. But, nothing too fancy here. You can see the back of it. And it's really cool. The way they have this set up so it doesn't slide around, and you'll see this when we get to the actual set, is they actually used tire wheels on the bottom to keep it so that it has a little bit of traction. So if you want to display it, it's not going to slide around when you like touch it or whatever and knock over the build. So I thought that was a pretty cool design for the platform here. So that's the platform. Let's get to the main armor here. So you can pick this up pretty easily. It's not fragile at all. Except, yeah, for the back. Okay. So just looking at the set in general, let me just put it back on here so we can see the whole thing. Looking at this in general, I really like the set. The only big gripe I have with the way it's built is number one, there's not a lot of posability to it. So pretty much what you're looking at here is pretty much like the one pose you can get. I mean, besides moving the arms up and down a little bit and like this, you really can't move the legs a lot. They're kind of stuck where they are. I mean, you can spread them out a little bit, but that would look a little stupid, I guess. And then two, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, like, you know, I understand you're kind of limited by, you know, dimensions of this set. I'm not a huge fan of the way the arms look. I feel like the arms are a tiny bit small for the dimensions of the body, but maybe that's just me. I feel like they just look a little awkward. I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think down in the comments. But and then the last thing that bothers the hell out of me, and this is just me being like a nitpicky person, is these freaking Axle Technic pieces just sticking out here, the nice blue ones that they always love to use for these sets, and it just drives me crazy because immediately your eyes go to those blue pieces and are like, what are those doing in a red and gold set? So obviously I can always just modify that. I can just put some black ones in there so they don't stick out as much, but other than those tiny little bitchy things, I mean, I really like this set. You know, obviously, as you guys know on this channel, I'm a huge Iron Man fan, so this set, you know, was a no-brainer for me to get. Looking at some of the stuff here, actually, I want to correct myself. Earlier, I said all the details were stickers. The plate, the helmet piece here is actually printed on, so that is not a sticker, thank God, because that would have been awful trying to put that on there. But let's start at the top here. This is really hard to do while holding the camera, but you'll have to bear with me. Alright, so looking at the top here, you open this up and you have some detailing going on inside. I'm assuming you could stick your minifigure down in there and then just close this up. So he doesn't really sit really nicely in there though, so you'll have to be careful with that, I guess. But so looking down in here, you know, you get some detailing in there. You know, the main function, I guess, of this set is this light brick that's like jammed all the way back here. Has this button on the back that's not really tactilely like friendly, so you kind of really have to push in on it to get it to light up. But you can see there you have the color suit, or the color coming out of the main reactor part, so that's really cool. A lot of detailing going on the sides here. That's really cool to see. You know, these gold like hinge pieces are really cool. I've never seen those before on a Lego set, so that's pretty cool. They use these like slanted like pieces a lot, and they're really cool. They really give you this a lot of dimension. On the top here, you got a lot of those gold brick pieces. A lot of those in this set, which is really cool to have. A lot of gold elements in general, which I don't really have a lot of, so that's really cool to, I know, it's not like I'm going to tear this down one day, but it's cool to see. You know, torso, pretty simple. You know, rotates, you know, 180. I don't know why you would want to rotate his body 180, but you can if you so choose so. Sticker piece on the torso there. Let's see. Let's move to the back. Let's show what's going on the back. So on the back here, you got some more detailing. This was actually from the movie. You can see, I can remember that detailing a little bit. The back's pretty simple. You know, nothing too fancy going on there. What I do appreciate Lego doing is, you know, obviously you have the front presentation with, like, you know, the legs and the hands and all that stuff, but Lego did a good job with building this so that they could put detail in the back. So you can see here, for example, you know, instead of having this really ugly gap between the top thigh and the bottom of the leg, they added this little detail in here that kind of seals that gap up so it doesn't look so gross in the back or, you know, weird. Some more detailing. The feet are really cool. I was looking at this and I was looking at the movie version, and the legs and the feet are really accurate to the actual version, which I thought was really cool. The way they built the bottom legs were really cool. So let's look at that, I guess, in more detail. On the side here, pretty cool. And this is what I was telling you guys about earlier. You have this wheel on the bottom that sticks out just a tiny bit from the bottom of the foot so that it has a little bit of traction. So if you put it on a surface, it's not gonna, you know, it's gonna stay. It's not gonna, if you hit like this, it's not gonna fall over. So pretty cool on Lego's part to include that. What else? These are all these like white pieces that you see around here. They're supposed to be like the arc reactors, I guess, or like light pieces, and they are actually glow in the dark. So I'm not gonna do that on camera because that would be weird. But you know, just the glow in the dark pieces, cool, I guess. You know, again, some more cool detailing on the knees here. I thought that was really cool. You see how they stick out a little bit. What else? So moving on to the arms. You know what? I feel like it'd be easier if I just talk about the arms like and just ripped off the arm and just talked about it. So Iron Man's gonna have one arm for a second here. So looking at the arm, it's the same on both sides. Nothing too fancy. You can see the way it's built here. Pretty cool. So you get some posability here, but like I said, you know, it's kind of just up and down like this and then like that. So the arms is not a huge issue, but the legs is where you get the problem with the lack of mobility. But yeah, and then the hands I'm just not a huge fan of. I feel like they could have done a little bit better job on it, but I can see why they did what they did. I mean, they're kind of limited by the pieces, and it's always tough to make hands in Lego. I mean, before they had like this type of piece right here with like these like 3 areas to put, what do you call those? I forget what they're called. But before you had that, it was a little bit trickier to make hands in Lego. And now, since they have that element, it makes it look a little bit more believable. But yeah, you know, that's a sticker up there. So that's annoying. 2 stickers actually, and have to line them up, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. That should have just been 1 sticker across, but what are you gonna do? So I will say this is the first time testing out my live stream on a Lego set, and I think it looks pretty good. We'll have to see it on the playback, but yeah, you know, overall, I think this is a really cool set. You know, I really enjoyed building it. You know, as an Iron Man fan, I really enjoyed, you know, building this character, bringing this character to life. I actually do have a lot of Hulkbuster related like collectible items for some reason. I guess it's because, like, you know, everyone loves that type of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what really else there is to talk about. It's pretty simple. You know, this is about, I think, 12 inches tall, 10 or 11 inches tall maybe. It's not, you know, it's not too big, but in terms of the price, you know, it is around, you know, the price per piece ratio. It's up there. It's about 1,000 and, you know, almost 1,200 pieces, I think. So, you know, you're looking at about 10 cents a piece or whatever. Oh no, yeah, I'm not sure with that. The ratio is there. You know, you want to, for every, you know, $100 you spend, you want to expect to have about 1,000 pieces there. So yeah, but other than that, guys, you know, pretty cool set. You know, like I said with the legs, you kind of you can't really move this because of the way it's double jointed here on the bottom. Can't really bend the knees at all, so you're pretty much stuck with the feet. So that kind of sucks. But you know, other than that, I mean, you know, you're just gonna display it like this or like that. You could just do that. That's pretty cool. So hope it doesn't fall over. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's been my review of the Lego Hulkbuster set. I'm gonna go display this and go organize it all, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of the week. I can't talk. All right, bye.